You know that feeling when you walk out of a store with something you didn't plan to buy, and somehow you're smiling about it? Or when a friend says something that stings but you end up apologizing to times them? Yeah, that's not random. That's dark psychology. And here's the thing, you're not weak or gullible. These tricks work because they hijack brain circuits that are supposed to help you survive. The same mental shortcuts that kept your ancestors alive? Someone's using them to sell you a car, or win an argument, or make you fall in love. Walking you through 10 dark psychology tricks that you fall for every single day. And at the end, I'll tell you the one trick that's so powerful, most people refuse to believe they're being played by it. Let's get into it. Number 10. The scarcity trap. You're booking a hotel. Suddenly you see it. Only one room left at this price. Your heart rate ticks up. You book faster. That's scarcity. And it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. The logic part of your brain knows the hotel might have 50 empty rooms, but the emotional part, the part that evolved when missing out meant starvation, screams, "Grab it now!" And here's what makes it really dark. Most of those warnings are completely fake. The 3 people viewing this counter? Manufactured. The countdown timer on a sales page? Resets when you refresh. How to spot it? If urgency appears out of nowhere, pause. Ask yourself if you wanted this thing 5 minutes ago. If not, congrats, you just caught a scarcity trap in real time. Number 9. Mirroring. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you clicked? Like you've known them for years? There's a decent chance they were mirroring you, matching your body language, your speaking pace, even your breathing rhythm. This isn't just a party trick, it's wired into your brain. When someone mirrors us, our brain releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical. We trust them more, we like them more. We're more likely to say yes to whatever they ask next. Salespeople are trained in this. Negotiators use it. And the best part? You won't even notice it's happening unless you're looking for it. Here's the test. Next time someone feels suspiciously easy to talk to, shift your posture. Cross your legs, see if they follow. Number 8. The reciprocity trap. You're walking through a grocery store and someone hands you a tiny piece of cheese on a toothpick. You eat it. It's fine, nothing special. And then you feel it. That little tug, the obligation. Suddenly you're standing there, listening to their pitch, and before you know it, you're buying a $12 block of cheese you never wanted. That's the reciprocity trap, and it's brutally effective. Anthropologists call it one of the oldest rules of human society. If someone gives you something, you times O times them. And the brain takes this debt very, very seriously. What's wild is the gift doesn't even have to be good, or wanted, or expensive. The obligation fires anyway. Charities figured this out decades ago, that's why they send you free address labels. The fix is simple but hard. You are allowed to say no thanks and keep walking. Accepting a free sample is not a contract. Number 7. The anchoring effect. Let me show you how anchoring works with a quick example. You walk into a store and see a jacket for $500. Too expensive. You keep browsing. Then you find a similar jacket, $200. Compared to $500, that $200 feels like a steal, so you buy it. What you didn't realize is that $500 jacket was never meant to be sold. It was the anchor. Its only job was to make $200 feel reasonable. This happens everywhere. Salary negotiations, whoever names a number first wins, because that number becomes the anchor. Restaurant menus, the $80 steak makes the $40 pasta look sensible. Even in arguments, the first number or claim you hear shapes everything that follows. The defense: when someone names a number first, mentally reset. Pretend you never heard it. Ask yourself what you'd pay if you walked in blind. Number 6. Gaslighting. This one's heavier, and if you've experienced it, you know exactly how disorienting it is. Gaslighting is when someone makes you doubt your own reality. They say something happened or didn't happen in a way that contradicts what you clearly remember. You're overreacting, that never happened. You're being too sensitive. Over time, This rewires your confidence. You stop trusting your own memory. You start relying on times to tell you what's real. And here's the part most people miss. Gaslighting doesn't start dramatic. It starts small. A tiny denial here. You're remembering it wrong there. Each one chips a little piece off your self-trust until one day you're apologizing for things they did. If someone consistently makes you feel confused about events you remember, clearly document it. Write it down. Trust your own record. Number 5. Love bombing. Constant compliments. Gifts. I've never met anyone like you. Texts every hour. They want to spend every second together. It feels amazing, like you're the center of someone's universe. But love bombing isn't affection, it's a setup. The goal is to overwhelm you with positive emotion so your defenses drop. Once you're attached, the dynamic flips. The affection gets withdrawn. Now you're chasing the high you had at the beginning, and they control when you get it. Cults use this. Abusive partners use this. And the people who fall for it aren't stupid, they're just human. We all want to feel special. The red flag isn't affection. It's time's pace. Real connection builds over time. If someone's declaring you're soulmates in week 2, slow down. The intensity is the warning. Number 4. Guilt tripping. If you really cared about me, you would. Notice what just happened in your brain? You felt defensive, maybe a little guilty, even though I'm not actually accusing you of anything. That's guilt tripping in action. It's emotional judo, using your own empathy against you. The manipulator paints themselves as the victim, and suddenly you're the one apologizing, even though they're the one who crossed a line. It works because most decent people hate feeling like they've hurt someone. Manipulators know this and exploit it. They'll say things like, "I guess I just expected more from you," or "After everything I've done for you." The tell: guilt trippers never state what they want directly. They hint, they sigh, they make you guess what's wrong. That vagueness is intentional. It keeps you off balance and makes you work to please them. Number 3. Foot in the door. Let me tell you about one of the most famous psychology experiments ever run. Researchers went door to door and asked homeowners if they would put a tiny 3-inch sticker in their window that said "Drive safely." Most people said yes. Small ask. Harmless. 2 weeks later, different researchers came back to the same houses. This time, they asked to install a massive, ugly billboard on the front lawn that said, "Drive carefully." And a shocking number of people said yes. Because they'd already agreed to the small request, their brain had labeled them as the kind of person who supports safe driving. Saying no to the big request would be inconsistent with that identity. This is why salespeople ask for little things first: a survey, an email address, a quick call. Each yes makes the next yes more likely. Defense: when you feel a request escalating, ask yourself, would I have said yes to this big ask if it came first? Number 2. The silence technique. That 5-second pause I just did, some of you felt genuinely uncomfortable. You wanted to fill the silence. Maybe you even checked if the video froze. Interrogators use this. Negotiators use this. High-stakes salespeople use this. They ask a question, and then nothing. Just silence. And almost always, the other person starts talking to fill the gap, often revealing more than they planned. Silence is uncomfortable because our brains interpret it as social rejection. In a conversation, we expect back and forth. When it doesn't come, we get anxious and start talking to repair the connection. And in that moment of discomfort, we give away information, agree to things we shouldn't, or make concessions we didn't plan to make. The fix: learn to sit in silence. Count to 5 in your head. Let the other person be the one who cracks. Number 1. Social proof. And finally, number 1, the trick so powerful you probably won't believe you're falling for it right now. Social proof. If you see a long line outside a restaurant, you assume the food is good. If a product has 10,000 5-star reviews, you're more likely to buy it. If a video has millions of views, you're more likely to click. But here's the dark truth. Every single one of those signals can be faked. Bots can generate views and likes. Reviews can be purchased. That line outside the club? The bouncer is told to make people wait, even when it's half empty inside. Social proof works because humans are herd animals. For most of history, following the crowd kept you alive. If everyone was running from something, you ran too, no questions asked. That instinct still works. But now, the herd can be manufactured. The defense is simple. Before you follow the crowd, ask one question. Is this crowd real? So now you know 10 of them. Scarcity, mirroring, reciprocity, anchoring, gaslighting, love bombing, guilt tripping, foot in the door, the silence technique, and social proof. Here's what I want you to take away. Dark psychology doesn't work because you're naive. It works because you're human. These tricks exploit mental shortcuts that are supposed to help you shortcuts for trust, for connection, for making fast decisions. The goal isn't to become paranoid, it's to become aware. When you can name the trick, you can stop it. If you catch yourself in one of these this week, drop a comment, I want to hear about it. And if you found this useful, subscribe and hit the bell. I make videos about psychology, science, and how your brain really works. I'll see you in the next one.